Hi guys, if you are under the weather and you're feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, I have the perfect recipe for you. It is a chicken noodle soup. It's a speedy version, so it doesn't take too much time. It's only a handful of ingredients and you're gonna get gorgeous broth with a beautiful tender bit of chicken in it, lovely noodles, and really great flavor. It's said to cure a whole host of different ailments, and this is a very simple version that you can whip up in just a small amount of time. We're gonna start off in the pan with a little touch of oil. You can use olive oil, you could use grapeseed oil, you could use sunflower oil, but we're going in there with a little touch of olive oil. To this, I have a mirepoix. So I have onions, I have celery, and I have carrots, and these are just nicely chopped up. These go straight into the pan, and we're gonna soften these down just until they're nice and tender. One thing that helps at this point is a little bit of seasoning. So we've got some pepper and a little bit of sea salt. Give that all a good stir through, and you're just looking for your veggies to become nice and tender. Now, I've started this recipe, but I'm pretty sure this is all not going to fit in this pot, so I do have a slightly bigger one. So now that our onions are nice and tender and our carrots are doing good things, we're gonna pop all this into a slightly larger pot that's gonna take the rest of the ingredients. Sometimes you make a plan and sometimes it doesn't work out, so you can always have a backup, and it's going into a bigger pot. Let's get them mixed through, and as you can see, this has changed ever so slightly. We've got nice tender onions, we've got the carrots coming together. So at this point, we're gonna get straight in there with all that gorgeous chicken stock. So bring that right up to the top. And this is the beauty of this recipe. It is super simple because once you bring this up to temperature, you're gonna cook off that chicken. So I've got 4 large chicken breasts straight into that broth, and we're gonna poach them in that chicken broth and that chicken liquid. So it's actually gonna take on flavor from the chicken. So at this point, lid goes on top. We're gonna bring this up to a nice steady boil, and it's gonna simmer away for about 10 minutes, just until that chicken is nicely cooked through. Time to shred it, and then we got some noodles to add. It's all gonna come together quickly. Okay, let's take a look. That chicken is cooked off. The broth has taken on a little bit of the flavor from the chicken. And we've got nice plump breasts. So pop them out on a plate. We're gonna leave these on the plate just to sit and cool off ever so slightly. And while they're cooling, before I shred them, I'm gonna pop in some of our noodles. So I've got some wide egg noodles that go straight into this broth as it's still nice and bubbling. And they're gonna cook just until they're nice and al dente. So keep your eye on these. And I'm gonna get shredding on this chicken. Just using 2 forks, grab up the chicken, and just basically shred them into nice sort of bite-sized pieces. We are in a good place. We've got pasta cooked, we've got chicken looking nice and tender and ready to go. So I'm gonna get that popped straight back into the pan alongside our lovely cooked noodles. Give that all a good stir up, and I mean, this is just serious comfort food. If you're feeling poorly, this is your only answer. Right, a little bit of herb action. Just gonna tear in a handful of parsley and dill. Really great fresh aromatic flavors that will just bring this soup alive right at the last bit, and we can garnish with a little bit of that too. Just stir that through. Give it a little seasoning with some more salt and pepper. And my friends, this is all you need. Book in your next sick day now, because you have a recipe that you are guaranteed to bring you comfort and wellness all in one bowl. Speaking of which, let's serve it up. Take a big ladle full of that. You wanna get the noodles, you wanna get the chicken, you wanna get all that great veggie action, and of course, that all important broth. This is why it is so worthwhile choosing a really good quality broth, especially if you're not gonna make it yourself. You want something that's really rich and flavorful. That, my friends, is a bowl of pure comfort. You don't need it to look too pretty. This might not win any Instagram likes, but I can guarantee you it is going to give you the most beautiful, comforting facial of gorgeous wellness in one big bite. So let's dig in. Let's take a little bite. I want some noodles, I want some chicken, I want some of that veggie action. This is where it's at. It's just simple flavors, tender chicken, and all that veggie action. This is my go-to quick and easy chicken noodle soup. I'm sure it will bring comfort to your life. If you want the full recipe, you can get it in the box below. You can check it out over on my website. Of course, like this video, leave me a comment letting me know what your go-to wellness recipe is. If it's chicken noodle soup, if it's noodle soup, if it's some sort of soup, let me know. And of course, subscribe to this channel for lots more delicious recipes just like this one. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
mark. Oh, second 6.
No.